I'm back with this fuel delivery system off a 450 SL. The last video I left a question, what is this little device here? And what purpose does it serve, by the way? Because on other systems, this is not there. This goes directly over to the accumulator, and the leak-off line is just a straight line into the damper. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to explain what this is called, and then I'm going to open it up, and we're going to talk about why it's needed. The factory refers this as a fuel pressure compensating valve. Now that's a mouthful, but what's it compensating for? If it's a compensating valve, let's take a close look inside and see what's going on. And by the way, this part is not available new anywhere. In fact, I went on eBay the other day and somebody's trying to sell one of these NOS for $500. All right, we're going to take this apart. Okay, look. It is some sort of a valve. Oh, look. There's an O-ring on the end of the plunger. And look what's inside here. A spring. See what's going on here? The spring pushes this back, and if it goes forward, it goes in and seals on that seat down there. So you can see the problems that can occur here. This can get corroded and stuck, or more likely you're going to damage this O-ring, or it's going to be just all deteriorated and gone. The spring could be weak, but I think you can see in review, this is spring-loaded open, and something occurs that pushes this down. That's got to be pressure that pushes this down and closes it. But what opens it? Well, you can see there's a spring in here, and that spring pushes against this and moves that O-ring off the seat. So spring pressure opens it. But for this spring to open, look how weak that spring is. For this spring to open it, there's got to be very little pressure. That's why you can't just replace this with a standard check valve. They have too much pressure in the check valve. When the engine is off and there's no pressure in the system, no pressure in the accumulator, this is just open. As soon as you start the car and pressure starts to build from the pump into the accumulator and back feeds into this compensating valve, this closes. So when does it open again? You're looking at some information that is very difficult to find. I don't think you'll find this anywhere else on the internet. We looked extensively. The fuel pressure compensating valve description. It's because it wasn't used but for a couple of years. And here you can see an explanation of what is happening. Now, follow along as I read this. The pressure compensating valve is located on the inlet to the fuel filter and acts as a pressure operating check valve. So it's a check valve, but it's a pressure operating check valve. It's a little bit different than a flow check valve. When the fuel pump runs, the valve closes. I've already explained that. As soon as the fuel pump runs, it's going to close that valve. If the valve leaks, then you're going to be losing pressure, and that can be a problem. Okay. When the fuel pump is not running and the fuel is hot, that's very important. When the fuel pump is not running and the fuel is hot in the system, and when it cools, as it cools, it also decreases the volume, which may create a vacuum in the line, in the fuel supply system. So it can create a vacuum in here somewhere, and when that happens, guess what happens with that little spring? It opens up. If the vacuum forms, the pressure compensating valve opens and vents the system. So it vents, I guess you would say it's going to vent the vapor in the system. So then when you go to start the car, you don't have this hot start vapor issue that you might find on fuel injected engines. Since this is not available new, and if you find yours is totally corroded or rusted or seized or damaged beyond repair, what are you going to do? Okay. Well, if you have a choice, you don't want fuel flowing through here because it's just going to flow right back to this damper and back through the system, so you're going to end up losing accumulator pressure, and you'll have a problem because you're just losing pressure. One of the ways you can determine this, by the way, is to use a fuel pressure gauge and do a system hold test. And if you know your check valve is good and your accumulator is good and you're still having problems with the system leaking down too fast, losing pressure, it should hold pressure for a couple hours. Then you might want to consider this valve, particularly if you have a 79 or 80 Mercedes with this compensating valve installed. So my recommendation is, if you have no other option, it's better to have this plugged than have it open. I hope that helps. If you have a compensating valve and can find a replacement, good on you. Here's a recommendation. If the plunger is in good condition, the spring is still okay, not corroded away, you might be able to find a replacement O-ring at a hardware store with one of these universal O-ring kits. We don't supply this on my website, but you want to make sure that it's Viton. Don't just get some rubber O-ring set and think that's going to work. Find some Viton O-rings, because this is going to be exposed to fuel, particularly old fuel. You cannot believe what old fuel hangs around in these old SLs and what it does to standard rubber O-rings. So Viton's the recommendation. Go on the hunt and you may be able to find a replacement O-ring. I should show you this before it goes bye-bye, but I did end up restoring the FID assembly for that system, and look how nice that looks. So I thought, well, somebody's going to want this, and I put it up on the website and it sold within a week. So if you have an FID that's all rusty and cruddy, and this is what it's going to look like when you restore it.